under 5 here to get some tunage up. We're gonna go with Dream Loops, who just had a mint come out yesterday for all the aliens, apes, and zombies. Here we go. That's right. Welcome all my aliens, apes, and zombies. We're at it again. We got some aliens raving right there. We have that was Beletro Labs music playing. They just had their Dreamers VX drop come. And I got this pretty dope little skeleton that I'm going to be able to rock in Sandbox when the time is right. Man, that thing is pretty sweet. You can zoom in, zoom out. It's rigged up. I got the jersey on and everything, the beanie hat. I even like the big shades it's sporting right there. So big ups to that. I'm sporting the Crypto Novo is in the house for all my aliens, apes, and zombies, but I am sporting my, not my CryptoPunk AR filter today, but in honor of Coinbase, what's going on in the Coinbase world, I'm sporting my Bored Ape. So welcome all my aliens, Bored Apes, and zombies. Because something is coming, and there is a D-Gen trilogy coming out. They're creating an interactive 3-part film featuring Bored Apes, ape coins. So I don't know. Sounds cool. Sounds interesting. And we have a bunch of creatures on the show tonight. Back at it again. We have Monster Monday with none other than Monster Labs. That's at Monster LB, and also Crypto PJR. First of all, Crypto PJR, how intergalactically are you doing, my friend?
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm thrilled to be here tonight. This is very exciting. And Monster Labs, what a great project. Once again, just an honor to be here and talking about these crazy, crazy matches up they got going on.
That's right. You can see it right down there. Crypto Monster LB, Crypto Monster Lab, and Crypto PJR is bringing the monsters to us all the time. And what we're going to bring in first, Bigfoot, because Bigfoot is going to be talking a little bit about what's going on. And, we're looking up the different DNA strands that you're pulling up with NASA and different things like that. But Bigfoot back on the show, change of clothing. I love it. You got some new threads on there.
Hello, friends. Yeah. Bigfoot said he's a pretty trendy guy.
He is coming back at it again, smiling, winking, and loving the outdoors and the environment. Springtime is upon us. The snow is melting in the mountains. You got the fish that are traveling. So what's in the diet? What's the main feature of food for a Bigfoot nowadays? I mean, you just probably did you wake up from hibernation? Have you been scavenging all winter? What's been going on?
I love me some salmon. I go sometimes out to the river and catch some salmon, or sometimes I just go to the campsites and grab some food from the campers. They usually don't put up a fight. They just let me have whatever I want. So that's always nice.
Those lazy campers leaving out their food, leaving out their possibly their baked goods here, as we just saw the alien and the predators eating some birthday cake. I mean, do you know your birthday? Is there birth dates something significant for Bigfoot? Do you go out looking for those cupcakes, very similar to maybe Yogi Bear does for his picnic baskets?
Yeah, this guy is he's a pretty old Bigfoot. He's been around the block a few times, lots of experience. I can't really tell you exactly, so I don't that's too TMI.
So how did you get mixed in with the professor then? I mean, we know, I phrased it, who would win in a battle, between intergalactic spirits, aliens and, a Bigfoot. Not that it really needs to come to a battle, but those are some types of things that the professor is going to be coming. And, the professor's lab is going to be right around the corner here from what I hear. So how did the Bigfoot get linked in with the professor?
Well, this guy came to town, a few years ago, and he reached out, and I'm a pretty famous kind of monster, so he reached out and he's like, "Hey, I got an opportunity for you, sir. I got this lab. I got some experiments that I can make you a even stronger, bigger, more ferocious Bigfoot." And it's like, okay, let's see what you got. And here I am. Actually, I haven't done the experiments quite yet. The lab isn't quite ready for. It'll be ready soon, maybe this summer. But yeah.
Well, crypto PGR, what we've seen here is, enhancements in genetics through time. We're seeing, what the professor has been doing with, as we saw the chupacabra last week, going into Bigfoot, where these creatures are being sometimes subjected to experimentation. Sometimes they volunteer for it as well. I mean, let's not be totally against the professor here and all this, because some of these creatures are looking out for that maybe camaraderie of other monsters, or like to engage in physical activity of wrestling other monsters or battling other monsters. So thoughts on your thoughts on genetic enhancements in this intergalactic world.
Well, I mean, I think that's why literally we're all here tonight. The genetic enhancements, the adaptations, the way they mutate. And, from what I see at Crypto Monster Labs, that's pretty much what the professor is doing. He's just doing it on a much more accelerated, advanced scale, creating, not only these brilliant creatures such as you, Bigfoot. Sorry for using the word creature, but I just think it's amazing, and not only that, but to be in some kind of competition, a physical competition such as the lucha libre fights. My question for you, Bigfoot, is just your nerves have just got to be bouncing off the wall before one of these matches. Um, uh, uh, how many matches have you participated in, and how do you focus on a match?
Oh man, I have been in hundreds of matches, and yeah, the getting ready for the match is quite the ordeal. I usually do some meditation, do some yoga, some stretches. Yeah, I have a little bit of this and that, just to get myself ready for it. No,
Uh,
no, no steroids or anything like that. I'm just other substances.
oh,
Talking
sure.
about mind, body, and spirits to help, maybe some of the natural foliage that is around that could be maybe ingested, inhaled to release, counter spirits that might be negative, and those negative thoughts released into the atmosphere for others to worry about. But, that is an interesting way of, the thoughts that go through one's mind before a challenge, before a bout, before, even entering back into the professor's domain, because sometimes there are experiments that have happened. Any experiments you can think of just recently within crypto monsters that maybe had the way of people different ways of monsters finding themselves in the space.
Yeah, it is a lot of it is mental. I mean, I think that it's not just physical. A lot of it's mental. Because once you get knocked down by a kraken, for example, and you see the guy coming at you, you see those tentacles wrapping around your body, and you can hear your ribs crack. You know, you're like, oh no, I'm done. But no, you gotta like be strong, not just also in mind and spirit.
Bigfoot, if I have a question for you, is what would you say to those maybe who kind of look up to you as one of the lead monsters? Do you feel that you're respected among your peers? And do you think maybe you could actually put the professor away someday and kind of run the show, so to speak?
Oh hell yeah, yeah. First of all, the top monster, right? The most famous, the one with the stickers and with the statues and all the photos. Yeah, the professor, he, I mean, he is pretty good at what he does, but it's not rocket science. I think a Bigfoot could definitely take over the lab, and do his own experiments. Maybe actually do experiments like just the way I want to do them, right? So that's a possibility that could happen.
Very interesting.
And,
Very interesting.
sounds like he has a plan. He talks to the other monsters. He is one of the elder statesmen within the monster realm and universe, especially within this hemisphere. And you know what? The globe as we know it, Earth as we know it. This brings up very interesting things. Or last week we were able to talk to the chupacabra. This week the Bigfoot. Bigfoot, is there like a tour going on where we're going to talk to different monsters, maybe every other week? Are we going to talk to you next week? Is there going to be another monster that's going to join us on Monster Mondays?
Yeah, we actually have some fun stuff coming up. We are going to feature, because we want to give everyone their chance at the spotlight. It can't be all about Bigfoot, even though I am the most handsome, the strongest, the most famous, the smartest. But we have to give everyone a chance. So every week we'll give each monster a chance to have the spotlight and tell their story. So you'll get to meet all the monsters.
We will tune in with you next week for sure. It might not be Bigfoot. We'll see what's going to come out. It could be the Sea Squatch, maybe a unicorn, dragon will come back, maybe a Mothman, Crypto PJR. Anything else for the cause, or should we just tune back in next week for Monster Monday to see what else is out there?
Yeah, let's tune back in. We got a lot going on in the world. I just don't. We have to, on this hype of this Monster Lab, let's keep this going. Next week, we're going to have a crazy story. I don't even want to say what it's about, but we're going to really amp this up. And, as always, watch the skies and, watch this Monster Lab. They got some great storylines going on.
That's right. We're going to tune out with some Dream Loops again. Thanks for joining us. This is Crypto Novo saying stay positive and love life. Peace.
Peace.
Stay positive and love life. Peace.